Hey, what's going on, guys? Joe here, and we're well into the update day. The release was this morning, and today was just absolutely insane. Really what it boils down to is I swore that I was not going to be down here recording tonight after the responses and everything I saw. Oh my goodness, it was absolutely insane. Now I have to start out by saying that I try to be a fairly positive individual. Now when it comes to comments in the comments section, I'll come back. I'll fire back in a heartbeat. I'm straight and to the point. I like to keep it 100 all the time, and the thing is I enjoy interacting with you guys. But the thing is that when it's something that you don't like, firing at the content creators is not exactly the, right answer. Now, I went back and I've spent most of the day after work this evening watching, content creators, my peers, if you will. A lot of those guys are way, light years ahead of me. I'm still fairly new, only a year into this thing, and this is actually like probably the very first major update that I've actually been, had the privilege to be a part of. I watched Jake made some outstanding points on his video. I haven't really quite gotten to power bangs yet, but I stopped off at Clash of Ashes, and Ash made some beautiful points, points that I made back during 2 weeks ago when we first got the developer build, when we first started playing it. And one of my first complaints right off the bat was that cooldown period or whatever, where you got to pay to advance to continue to attack. I get it, And Ash made a very valid point in the sense of they don't want you to neglect this. Now, this is not my main account by any means. I have a Town Hall 11, and before I get off topic, I got bored with it. I got bored with Town Hall 11. Dip attacking is not exactly what I want to do in competitive warplay. That's why I have SargTrain, and I'm working on maxing out that Town Hall 10 because that's where I personally want to be. I find it more attractive. I find it more where I want to be in the sense of attacking. If I could 3-star Town Hall 10, then I feel like it's worth playing. So I've seen it being done. I pretty much mastered Town Hall 9. I don't really have any problems 3-starring unless it's a base that or sloppy or whatever. Anyways, per some friendly challenges earlier. But anyways, back to the topic at hand. The thing is that granted, this little thing over here was not exactly what everybody wanted. I get it. A second base, starting all over again, so on and so forth. I understand it, but I do enjoy the feedback, and I do enjoy replying to your comments, your direct messages, your text messages, for those of you that have my actual personal number. And at the end of the day, it's like I can't give you what you want. I guess you expected more on the other base, and like Ash said in his video, yes, I would like to see more communication with this base and the other base, certainly. And I feel like there's room here to grow and actually go that direction. Now, obviously, like Ash showed you, he bounced back and forth in his video and pulled up the dev build, and it was showing off the fancy new toys, and I did that in a previous video earlier today. And yeah, there's so much customization here on this new base. There's new troops, there's new defenses to figure out. We have content for days on things that we can do here. And it's really just a matter of whether you see it. Now, trophy pushing, I never care for trophy pushing. Farming, I really don't care for farming. I just want to get my stuff maxed out so I can war competitively. That's what I want to do. Why do I not, compete in the CWL? Really, honestly, it's just a time factor there. I try to support the CWL clans the best that I can, and I hope next season, if my founding clan, the clan that I founded, if they get to the point where they want to be, they're going to enter the Light League, and I will be there to ensure that I am there to help with that. So I may have to back up off the media coverage to actually compete, but that's where I want to be. But this base right here is going to tie up some of my time as I jump back over to my less attractive base. And, we're going to get there in time. You're right. I don't like the fact that it feels like a pay-to-play game right now, and I'm sure that will get corrected in time. My envisionment right now, and this is what I've been trying to sell a little bit, is what I see the team doing with this is really just kind of tying you guys up, keeping you engaged on this a little bit. That way they can start working on the other side again. I really feel, and I've been wrong in the past, but I honestly feel that this right here, I've been playing 4.5 years, guys. I've seen this for 4.5 years. So, you know, my Town Hall 11 was almost maxed out. My 10 is like about midway. It's lower level than this one, actually. And then this is my original mini, and this one right here is basically maxed out minus those 4 walls over there and the new mine and elixir storage or pump that they gave us today. But I mean, I feel like this needs to be completely revamped in time. There needs to be a new look here. It needs to be fresh. It needs to be new. It needs to be something that's going to draw us veterans back into it. Clan Wars, I mean, Clan Wars is going to continue no matter what. We're going to war. It's going to happen. You guys need to stay motivated, continue to learn. I like the details, and that's what I like to project to you guys, is the details on attacking. Whether it's you're using loons or hogs or bowlers or witches, it doesn't really matter. Town Hall 9, I've given you everything that I've seen in the CWL in the last couple of weeks and continue to pull more content for that stuff. Yeah, of course, the matchmaking system is absolutely horrible. Yes, and engineering needs to be fixed. And if you didn't pay attention to the builder's base, you have to put all your defenses and structures on the battlefield before you can actually upgrade the builder's hall. So maybe, I mean, just maybe, did you even consider that that might actually happen here? I mean, there's no telling. There's no telling what's going to happen in the future, but there's a lot of room to grow with what they just projected to us. I would like to see that auto army cook feature over here. I'd like to see my army automatically grow or start cooking before I have to actually queue it. And, you know, those are things that we have to keep in the back of our mind, is that the negativity, it really just sucks the life out of everybody. I could be probably meaner than half of the people on YouTube, I guarantee it. However, due to my nature as that I am a soldier, so I mean, you know, that's kind of one of those things that I can do if I really wanted to be, but that's not necessarily the individual that I like to, this is really my escape, if you will, from getting away from military life and, you know, projecting to you guys in a positive manner that, you know, there are things that do need to be corrected. I agree. Is this what you expected? Certainly not. And does there need to be more than just the gear up option over here? Of course. In time, guys, in time, it will happen. A lot of us content creators know that this update has been worked on for months. So, I mean, we've seen dabbles of it back in October. We saw a little bit of it in December, and it's been there. It's just a matter of them getting it right. And of course, that, you know, extremely large company will get there. They will get there. So just keep, you know, battling on, guys. Try to find the positive in what's being brought to you. Not everybody's perfected war anyways. Let's be real with ourselves. Of course, the guys over in the CWL and the other league, yeah, those guys are hardcore competitive warmongers, but every single individual that's watching the video you wouldn't be searching for videos if you already knew it all. So, I mean, let's be real. I don't know it all. So, at the end of the day, you know, continue to work on the things that are there. Balancing, I don't really see any issues with balancing. Honestly, I mean, balloons, I'm still working to see what's happening with the balloons. Town Hall 10, I really want to see what's going on with the balloons. But balancing wise, I don't see a ton of issues that need to be corrected immediately. That, you know, most of the people that are crying for that really still haven't figured out the basic fundamentals of the game. They're still spamming wizards or whatever it is that you do. So ignore my phone. I left the notifications on. But anyways, yeah, thank you, Ash, for you know, reviving me today, this evening. You really did that for me. You guys out there, you know, please drop those comments below. You know, feel free to, you know, drop what you got to drop and say what you got to say. Shadow, I'll respond to you later on. I just needed a break, man. And yeah, anyways, drop those comments, and thanks for watching, guys.